our Angular projects. I created a blank project here. Okay, fresh project. There is in that project there is nothing, anything. I'm just creating a blank fresh project that the project is also compiled and run, and that it is outputted like that. Okay, now in that we perform first login. On the login, we can log in to your main dashboard when we create our dashboard as well. For that, first we have to create a login component. Okay, and for whatever the data is in the app component.html, I don't want this. I just delete this all the data. Okay, so check out the changes is reflected in your browser. Yes, changes is reflected. Okay, now first we create a simple login component. We can just create a ngGC login. Initially, we can map that login component in our app.component HTML for the time being. After that, we can change it step by step. Our code is proceed further. We can change that things also as well. But from the time being, we can just map that app login in your app component. Okay. Now check that whether it login works. Okay, means login component is mapping properly. Now I have to first task is to perform that whatever the document is you have displayed, I have to apply the image for that document. Okay, I don't apply the image for the particular component because you created in your project we have created many more component, login component, then dashboard component, any add employee or update, mm, many more components there, but I don't want to apply that image on particular component. I want to display that image in your document. And what is meant by document? Document is even nothing but your index.html file. That is a main file. That main file contains your proper HTML syntax, head, body, and your root tag as well. So we have to apply the image to the body tag, means actual your main document. So for that, we can just use that image. I already copied that image in our asset folder, login bg.jpg image. Okay, that image we can apply through the programmatically to your document. Okay, why we apply programmatically? Because in login component, when end user login, it only display the image to set a document. Okay, when user login that particular, if user is valid and that login it and it goes to your main dashboard, on image, I just display image on that when the end user comes up the login screen. Okay, so we can apply that image through the programmatically dynamically. So first of all, I just created one class to apply the image programmatically. We can create one CSS class. That is the easiest way to apply the image to your document. So for that, in style.css, it is a global style sheet. We can just create a one simple class here, CSS class. It is a global style sheet. That means if you have created here any class or any CSS, that CSS can be accessed in any component. Okay, so we can create here one more class, that is bg underscore background. Okay, and in that I just background image. We use a CSS property background image and use a URL as a function. In that we can mention that image. So I think it is in asset folder and it is a login bg. Okay, this much code I have to return. If you want to apply some property for that image, you can use it here in that class if you want. Right now, I don't want to use any property. Whatever the image is there, it is use that images. Okay. Now we can create that BG background class. That class I have to apply to document in login component. Okay. So we open that component file of login. In that, there is one more lifecycle hook of that Angular is a ngOnInit. Okay. Whenever you require initial task, you have to perform it is in zone ngOnInit. So I have to set an image to the document. Initially, when component is rendered, in that case, that image will be displayed or to set our document. For that, we use here document dot body. We can set class name as a DOM property. Class name is actually DOM property. We can use a apply a CSS class. So we can mention that CSS class, the whatever we created in your style.css file. So bg hyphen background. Okay. Now check whether that image is set your document. See here image is set in your document. It is setting image on document, not a login component. Remember this thing. I am not be setting that image on login component. I set that image to your document. Okay. So here login works is present.